Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a grey day here at Paulie's Plantation. I am Mel Soul, and today is April the 23rd, 2018, and we do our Monday Rewind. The good news today is that when I looked at my app 2 days ago, it said at 9 a.m. it would be 100% chance of rain. That was disappointing news because the golf school is full. We've got quite a lot of people starting golf in a few minutes. As you can see, it's not raining, it's overcast, the weather's in the mid-60s, we can live with that. PGA Valero Texas Open, and Andrew Landry won by 2 over Sean O'Hare, who shot a 66 to sneak into second place, tied with Trey Mullinax. Trey Mullinax really impressed me. I think this is a guy who's not far away from putting a victory in his resume, hits the ball a long way, and was very composed, and I liked his golf swing. The European Tour, Alexander Levay, AL for the European Tour, AL for the PGA Tour. He won his 5th title at the Trophy Hassan II. Now, I've always called it the Trophy Hassan II, but I found out this weekend that they used the French for number 2, Trophy Hassan II, at the Royal Golf Dar es Salaam in Morocco, and he won by 1 over the overnight leader Alvaro Quiros. And Alvaro Quiros has been in the doldrums for at least 3 years, was a good player, won several times on the European Tour. Game went into a slump. I wasn't sure what had happened to him. In fact, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, my wife and I were talking, and she said, "What happened to the guy in the straw hat?" You know, and I wasn't quite sure who she was talking about, and we went online, and I eventually found a picture, and it's Alvaro Quiros. So he's back, he's found his form, and I think it won't be long before he is also in the winner's circle. The PGA Champions, that was at the Bass Pro Shop Legends of Golf at Big Cedar Lodge. Kirk Triplett and Paul Broadhurst ended up winning that in a playoff with Bernard Langer and Tom Lehman. Kirk Triplett holed a bunker shot, had missed the bunker. In the playoff, it was Bernard Langer and Tom Lehman. They were on the green putting for birdies. Triplett was in the bunker. As he said afterwards, you know, all I was trying to do was get it close to make par, to give my partner a free run at it, and it went in the hole. And as Tom Lehman said, you know, on any of the tours, we have to expect this to happen. The players, all the pros are good bunker players. They're hitting it close. Every now and again, one's going to go in. They both failed to make their birdie putts, and they won. Third is quite a funny story. Third was the Spain duo of Olazabal and Jimenez. So on one of the holes, I'm not sure if it was the 18th or what, but there was he was on a top plateau, and there was a very steep downhill to the flag. So he really had to hit this putt to just get over the rise and let the downhill take it to the flag. And he left it short. He left it sitting on the top level. And his partner, Olazabal, you could see turning like this with his head. He was laughing so hard. And Jimenez had to laugh as well, you know. I don't know if I want my partner to laugh at me when I putt, but it was a funny story, and that's what we need. We need funny stories on the PGA Champions Tour or whatever tour it is. I've left the LPGA for last, intentionally. History was made at the LPGA when Moira Jutanagon became only the 2nd sister duo, along with Ari, to win on the LPGA Tour. Originally, Charlotta and Annika Sorenstam, sisters, had both won on the LPGA Tour, and they were the only 2. There's been 8 sister duos on the LPGA Tour, but only 1 pair has actually won on the LPGA Tour. So Moira, who is the older sister of Ari, and always supported Ari through all her victories and her great play. She was always there. There's absolutely no jealousy. They support each other, and I think afterwards Ari was crying more than Moira when she won. Great story there. Next week we have the Zurich Open in New Orleans. This is a team event with partners, and so that's always an interesting mix where you're going to see some really low scores. Alexander Levay, who won this week, defends next week at the Volvo China Open, so maybe he's looking for 2 in a row and a defense. And then finally, the Mediheal Championship in San Francisco is where the PGA lands for next week's tournament. There is no PGA Champions Tour next week. So thanks for watching. I've got a great week lined up for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Click like or click follow to keep up with all the news from the Mel Sol Golf School in Pawleys Island.